And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So LSU's offense will get first
time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the...
And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
On the ground, it's Allen. Great move. Now he's got room. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really...
Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. LSU with the 1st and 10 here.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over, and they've got to do a better job of ball security.
He's got it on the move. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's a draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, by no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So, to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see.
Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the move from inside his 5. Try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Gonna run it. It's Ramsey. Oh, he's got some space. And they swarm him under.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. More to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Return's going to get it up around. Out of the gun, the inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. LSU quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Past the sticks and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On the ground, it's Gordon. There he goes. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'll be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator tries to set the defense up by showing them the same pre-snap look, but this time sending the receiver to the middle of the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ramsey. So now it's 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Quickly complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Snags it over the middle. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. LSU right back to the line. Off the play fake. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. Completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Looking to pass. It's Allen. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Here comes the heat. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide open. Inside, and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Trying play action. Using the quick game. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've got a first down here to open the period. To throw, it's Allen. Makes the grab, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback making checks. They just keep firing. In the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll start this drive firing. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the
so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for room, it's Gordon. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Nice move there.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Dropping back, it's Allen. Right on the money. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
LSU quick to the line. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Touchdown LSU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Moore to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
LSU right back to the line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff from the gun. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Green Wave unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Allen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. LSU quick to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Finds his back in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ramsey. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern.
And down he goes back at the 3.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. green wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Fires to the wideout. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. From midfield, looking for room. And the returner goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Allen. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Tigers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Ramsey. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The green wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
The play action fake. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. They'll run the toss. Got room to work. Got the 1st down and more. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football.
Very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They feed him again. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
On the run, it's Allen.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football, even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs.
Breaks into the open. Whoa, just steamrolling the defense. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man, it's Allen. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Graves. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And they'll just down it right there. Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Rides to back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gives it on the option. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gets it out quickly. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Graves. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Green Wave lining up, facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the ball comes to rest right there.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field. And, hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
To the air, it's Ramsauer. Quick strike complete. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Leaves it with the back. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? 6th play of the drive coming up. Rides the back on the option, the give.